we're starting to get all of this, artificial intelligence that's starting to come into the district, either because we want it to, or in ways that we don't expect, or whatever. And, just trying to provide guidance and making sure that students are safe, and, student privacy. And I mean, there's just a lot to unpack for administrators, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I think, this conversation came at us really fast. That's why it feels very similar to the one-to-one device rollout and things like that. But even then, it was more, we could choose to do that or not. And then COVID hit and we're like, sorry, no choice. We got to do that, right? And artificial intelligence feels like another one of those that's like, no choice here. You really need to do that. But I think there is choice. We absolutely get to stay in control of some of the things the approach that we're taking with artificial intelligence. We absolutely have got to stay in control of our privacy of our data, and our students' data, and our teachers' data. So there are a lot of really important key conversations, but getting to that point where it becomes this real fluid way of doing school. So if artificial intelligence isn't on your goals to kind of wrestle with in 2024, it needs to be at the top of that list, right? It's going to hit us really fast. Luckily, there are a lot of really good advocates for technology in our K-12 space, in our higher ed space. They've been publishing and cranking out some really great resources. So I'll definitely share a few of those with you. But one of the ways that, as we're having these conversations, we kind of have an analogy. We go back to learning to drive a car, right? So with this AI technology, we all, some of the leaders that I'm talking with and some of our coffee chats and conversations, we feel like we were when we were 16 years old learning to drive a car. Now that we're adults, we get in a car, it's super fluid, simple. I can get from point A to point B, really fast. It carries all my groceries. So we see it as this really wonderful, invisible tool that we don't think twice about. But when we were 16 years old, trying to figure out the rules of the road, all of the street signs, what I can do, can't do, worry about, my speed limit, all of those things, we're having some of those same emotions and fears. But it doesn't have to be that way. We definitely can keep control of that conversation. We can learn. If I could express anything to any school administrator listening, it's okay to be vulnerable in this space, because we are all figuring this out. You do not have to be the one with the all the knowledge that you impart to your staff. We absolutely need to be learning and growing in this space together. But the important part is that we're having those conversations, right? We absolutely need to have those conversations. Put that on your faculty meeting list in 2024 if it's not already there.